Hey, Bayek, it's me, Ian. And in today's video, I'm looking at this. This is The Nun 2 from 2023, this year. Yes, and it's a sequel to The Nun from 2018. And before I go on, I'd just like to thank Sean again. He sent me some films, and this and The Nun were amongst those films. And I love him. He knows exactly what I love. And it's so kind of him and generous. Thank you so much. Yes, I'll put his link in the description as well to his channel. Okay, so this is 110 minutes long. It's a sequel, as I said. It's Gothic horror, of course. Rotten Tomatoes, they give it 52%. Which I suppose isn't bad, is it? You know, I mean, there are some really bad reviews for this, as you might expect, and some terrible puns by the critics. But yeah, that's well, what you expect, really. I mean, yeah. But anyhow, I always like to sort of measure of what's going on. Now, the screenplay is by three people. We've got Ian Goldberg, and we've got Richard Neng, and Akela Cooper. Akela Cooper was involved in, yes, here we are, as writer, Hellfest 2018, Malignant. Oh yeah, we've come across that before, haven't we? Which I love. It's a film that I do have in my collection. That's from 2021. And Megan, which was released here in 2023. Yes. Now, it's produced by two people, Peter Safran and, yes, you know I'm going to say it, James Wan again. He's there involved. I mean, this is just expanding the Conjuring universe. And he's there. Fantastic, isn't it? I love it. It's directed by Michael Chaves. He was very much part of this Conjuring universe. As a director, he did The Curse of La Llorona, 2019. He did The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It from 2021. Oh yeah. So yes, great. He knows what he's doing with the Conjuring universe, and it shows again. Though some people are not quite as kind as I am. I love it. I think it's great. Now, this is interesting because, again, it proves my point. It was made on a budget of $38.5 million. The budget is going up on each film. And again, it made a big box office amount of $268.1 million. Say no more. These are popular films. Definitely. Very popular. Now, the location filming was done in France. Yes. South of France. We've got now, forgive my French. It's Aix-en-Provence, and that is in Bouches-du-Rhône, and we actually get an abandoned church which is used, which is very effective, isn't it? Very effective, this abandoned church. Really good. Excellent. Yeah, let's get into the cast. The cast, of course, we see the return of Tessa Farmiga playing Sister Irene. She was in, of course, The Nun 2018. Also, we see the return of Jonas Bloquet playing Maurice. He was known also as Frenchie in the other film, but yeah, very important part of this film, Maurice. And then we've got Storm Reed playing Sister Deborah. Storm Reed is known, well, she's got a career, interesting career in films. She was in 12 Years a Slave, one of her early films. I think could even be her first, 2013. She was in A Wrinkle in Time, 2018. She was in a film that I absolutely love, which was The Invisible Man, 2020. Wonderful remake, that. And she's in The Suicide Squad, 2021. Not quite as keen on that, but she's in that. And she was in Missing, which is a film of this year, which has been quite successful, 2023. So there we are. Interesting. And she's, to be fair, I like her performance as well. She works well with Tessa Farmiga as Sister Irene. They work well, Sister Irene and Sister Deborah together in the film. Great. Then we've got Anna Popplewell playing Kate. Now she's interesting. She played in the Narnia Chronicles. So she was in The Lion, Witch and Wardrobe, 2005. She was in Prince Caspian, 2008. And also The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, 2010. They had the major films that she was in. Great series of films. I really ought to watch them more. So, yeah, I love those stories. But anyhow, she was in that, and she plays Kate. And then we've got, of course, the return of Bonnie Arons playing, well, the demon nun, or you can say Valak. Yes, she is just amazing. You just see her face, what they do, the makeup and everything to her is fantastic. So, of course, she was in the previous one, 2018. So it's another return. And we had seen her before that in the Conjuring movies. Then, before I go on about what the actual film is about, there is a mid-credit scene at the end of the film where we see Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, who play, of course, the Warren family, the Warrens, and they're taking a phone call, and that may be a clue that there will be a sequel. We'll see. To this, another sequel, a third film, yes. So we keep having a sequel after sequel, yes. The story may continue, I don't know, but that is there at the end of the film, in the credits at the end, that pops up. So I mean, they haven't just put it there to tease us. I think it's when a film has done this well, it's bound to have another third film, I think, definitely, in this series of The Nun. Yeah, definitely. Okay, the music this time is by Marco Bertarami. Again, the music works well with all the scenes. Excellent stuff, it really is. Absolutely love it. It's a different composer from the previous one. He was brought in this one. I think they were open to continue, but anyhow, for whatever reason, they brought this new composer in. Let me just talk about what the plot is. Now, so we've moved to France. It's in 1956 in the opening scenes, and we see a priest with an altar boy, and the priest is effectively murdered in a very dramatic sense. This evil appears. The altar boy survives and runs off, and we see these dramatic events, and from that, this evil spreads throughout the town, and again, I think the Vatican find out, and well, they call in Sister Irene again, who they believe performed the miracle, and they believe that she can do it again to stop all this evil, this demon. So she goes to France, south of France, and with her is Sister Deborah. Sister Deborah is somebody, you always have to have this, it's a good story point, who is perhaps, well, she is questioning her faith, and that is important, as you'll see in this film. You knew it would be anyhow, but it's an important part of the film. But their relationship is really good. I really like their relationship. And when they arrive, they find that at this boarding school is where it's all going to kick off, as they say, and it is kicking off. And they discover that Frenchie, or now Morris, is working there as an handyman. And it seems to me, well, it's revealed to us quite clearly that something is not right with him, that he was affected by disease, and there's some possession within him, and that is soon seen. Now, he, he's working at the school as a handyman, and there's like a romance between him and a teacher, and he's very protective of that teacher's daughter. And it's a really nice part of the film, but of course all this will change. And as they go in, the story develops from that with the evil, and it starts to get intense again, and it works great. You get there, I'm really into it. A lot of people just, I can't understand why anybody would not like this if you like horror films. They say, oh, it's jump scares and all that. But no, it all works well. It does. And it's genuinely a great story, I think. I love following it. And the atmosphere, the locations, again, the locations are so well done. You can't help but really love just in a visual sense as well. And of course, we've got the makeup and practical effects being used. They did admit there was a little bit of digitalization, but not a great deal. It's all practical effects mainly. And there is an absolute wonderful scene. I'll call it the newsstand scene, involving all these magazines. And when you hear about it, it took a lot of filming to get this right, but it is an amazing scene. Absolutely amazing. It's a breathtaking scene in the film. Wow, it really is. And yes, it's great. The whole, as I say, I really enjoyed this film. I can't help but love a film that is not afraid to know what it's doing. The film knows exactly what it wants, and it's doing it. And I think as an audience, you've got to enjoy that. I do. Why people get so picky and what have you? Just enjoy it. And that I do. Okay, it might not be everybody's cup of tea. And I do like the religious elements within the film as well. And I think that works well. I love the mythology and everything about it, really. Possession, it's good. It's another good branch of horror. And it's Gothic horror as well, that feel you get. And the attention to detail on the period in the 1950s is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it works well, and I'm really pleased. That is a film that was released this year. I've no hesitation to put this as in one of my favourite films released this year. No doubt about it for me. I would put it in my list, definitely. Certainly. And, wow, yeah, great. So, before I go, there we are. It's in a slipcover. There it is. Wonderful. And it's got some great extras as well. I really enjoyed the extras. I could even have done with more. Get greedy, don't I? So I just love just watching all this kind of thing. But yeah, highly recommended. And say a big thank you again to Sean for sending me this. And that's it. I'm done. You think, thank heavens for that. Yes. Well, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and we'll let you know when I produce these videos, and have a look at what I've produced and see if you like it. Perhaps you won't, but I don't know. And if you like this particular video, please give it a like. It helps get it out onto YouTube and into algorithms. Hopefully more people then might enjoy it, or perhaps they won't. I don't know. And if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I do really love to read your comments. It's great. It really is. And it all costs note, which you can't say fairer than that, can they? Hey, by heck, you can't. Hey, by heck. Anyhow, that's it. So, all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.